grace need to give is a struggle. Is it hard to give grace to people? Every day it's hard to give grace to people. It's hard to be gracious, but our God was so gracious to us. And so I'm challenging you, I'm challenging myself to be kind and to be gracious by forgiving people, even if they don't deserve to be forgiven. And here's why. Giving forgiveness isn't necessarily for the person that you're forgiving. It's more for you. Being gracious and forgiving is more for you than it is the other person. Because it allows you to see people the way God sees people, with compassion. Because you know what? Something that I want us to all understand and hear today is that when you deal with people, you deal with brokenness. Because every person is a little bit broken. And if you don't think you're broken, you're lying to yourself. And that's in the 10 Commandments. Don't do that. Here's the deal. Hurt people, right? You've heard that phrase before. When somebody wrongs you, when somebody says something to you that you don't like, when someone's hateful to you, when someone doesn't say hi to you or whatever it is, and you feel offended by that, I want you to take a moment in your life and I want you to look at that person and I want you to realize that more than likely they're going through something too. You don't know that they've just learned something that's flipped their life upside down. You don't know that they were possibly abused before they left the house that morning. You don't know that they haven't eaten in 3 days. You don't know that this is going on in their life. You don't know that they just lost their job. You don't know that this has happened or that has happened. All you know is what came out of their mouths. And so you don't understand necessarily why it came out of their mouths. So my encouragement to you is to be gracious and forgiving and loving, because you might be the only grace and the only love that they see in their life that day. So seek grace instead of vengeance or saving face. Because Jesus said, if you want to love me, you have to love people. And so today, during our time of response, we're going to encourage you to do something that we've already talked about this morning, and that's simply to pray. Now, what do we want you to pray about? What do we want you to do? Well, here's what we want you to do. We know that in our congregation, in our membership here at MBC, all of the people that come and are a part of what we do, whether a guest or a member, we have a huge number of people that work at, serve, or whatever in our school system. We have administrators, we have teachers, we got school bus drivers, we got custodians, we got maintenance workers, all of those people at the school. We've got people that work in the lunch. We've got people that do guidance counseling, all kinds of stuff like that. I'm asking that you will pray for those people as they lead our children this year, right? But then we've got a ton of kids. You saw how many kids were here, and that was like half of them because the rest of them were here earlier, and that doesn't count our youth and all of those other people. And so I want you to pray for those kiddos and those youth and all of the people that will be attending school this year, because you know what? They're going to learn, they're going to grow, they're going to have battles with one another, they're going to have arguments, they're going to have discussions, they're going to learn, they're going to face failures, they're going to do all of that at school. And you know what? They need help in all of those ways. But there's one more thing I'm going to ask you to do this morning. You see, when Jesus was finishing his time with the disciples, he was sharing with them that they need to love God and they need to love people. And he was saying, and the reason why you need to love these two things is because one day I'm going to die and I'm going to be buried and then I'm going to rise again, but then I'm going to leave. And they were like, we don't understand. We don't know why. Why do you have to leave? And he looks at them and he simply says, hey, listen, I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to leave, but you want me to leave because what's coming in my place is greater than me. And that's called the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit's going to reside inside of you and be with you 24 hours a day. Everywhere you go, every place that you visit, everything that you endure, the Holy Spirit will be with you. And the Holy Spirit's role in your life is going to be to encourage you, to challenge you, to rebuke you, to convict you, to shape you, and to give you the ability to do things that you could never do on your own. And so this morning, it might seem like a challenge to be kind to people that aren't kind. It might seem like being a challenge to be gracious to people that really don't deserve grace at all. It might be hard to think about that person or whatever it may be, but I'm going to ask you today to cry out and say, hey, God, the Holy Spirit lives inside of me because of my relationship. I need His help. His help to be gracious, giving when I. And so this morning while we sing, I'm encouraging you to pray for our students, pray for the staff at school. The Holy Spirit in you will allow you to be kind and gracious. And after we're done praying, we're going to sing for the grace that you give daily. Father, if we can receive grace from you, we need to be willing. Your word says that if we want to be forgiven, we have to be willing.